This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a Three Eye Atlas interstellar object slash UAP news update. There's been a lot of political drama going on with this, so let's start with that. It started with Avi Loeb pointing out in an interview with me on Sunday, and it kind of got all over the place that Sean Duffy, NASA's acting administrator, has not answered him about Three Eye Atlas or Anna Paulina Luna, but he answered Kim Kardashian, basically saying it's nothing. So, in response to that, Paulina Luna, who he did not respond to at that point, retweeted her letter asking for more information, which again, he answered Kim Kardashian before he answered the Harvard scientist expert on this thing. Then yesterday, President Trump basically says that Sean Duffy is no longer doing his jobs as interim administrator of National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. So Donald Trump pretty much removed him of that duty. Now, was that because he answered a Kardashian because he's just nothing but a Kim Kardashian mark than Anna Paulina Luna? Who, by the way, in my opinion, Paulina Luna is way better looking than Kim Kardashian. But again, she's also a congresswoman. Then today, Paulina Luna comes out, says that she spoke to someone with NASA, and it's confirmed that it does not have a tail. And it's confirmed that Professor Loeb was correct about there not being a tail. Now, Avi Loeb has put out another picture today that came out from the R. Naves Observatory, a fuzzy ball of light, a new image of the Three Eye Atlas. Again, it does not show a tail. And then he's writing numerous points on his medium.com thing why it's showing abnormalities of a regular comet. It seems like a lot of scientists have pleasure of doing almost no research into this and then just saying it's a comet, don't worry about it. So then he writes some of them. Its retrograde trajectory is aligned to within 5 degrees of the ecliptic plane of planes around the sun, with a likelihood of 0.2%. It displayed sun an anti-tail, unlike familiar comets. Its nucleus is about 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times more massive than 2I Borisov. Well, it's moving faster than both. Its arrival time was fine-tuned to bring it within tens of millions of kilometers from Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, and be unobservable from Earth at perihelion with a likelihood of 0.005%. Its gas plume contains much more nickel than iron. Its gas plume contains only 4% water by mass. It shows extreme negative polarization, unprecedented for all comets. It arrived from a direction coincident with the ratio of the WOW signal, which was a mysterious signal that came from outer space, I believe in the 70s. Near perihelion, it brightened faster than any known comet and was bluer than the sun. It exhibits non-gravitational acceleration, which requires massive evaporation of at least 13% of its mass. But preliminary post-perihelion images do not show any evidence that it's been losing its mass. So, to me, that's a better explanation than Sean Duffy basically saying, nothing to see here, folks. Who he's a very unlikable character, this Sean Duffy. R.I.P. Earth. You see, I did hear Professor Loeb say in an interview today that the very best case scenario is that this is all just a coincidence. All these abnormalities are just a coincidence. And it really is just a giant meteorish like ball covered in ice. And it just goes right through our solar system and we never see from it or hear from it again. The worst thing that can happen is when it comes around here December 19th, as he said in many interviews, that we get a terrible Christmas present of something coming here for a negative reason. So I guess we got a few more months. There is going to be an Earth Watch as well. For again, let's just put this up again to show how much we should not. Paul Hellyer, Canada's former Minister of National Defense. I interviewed him. He was the highest ranking government official to first talk about extraterrestrials. He said that UFOs are as real as airplanes in the sky, and he was also a pilot. He did not trust NASA. He said they know a lot more than they release. And here's the other thing. So now she wrote it in a very good way. Well, we just got to wait till the government reopens. Well, when's the government going to reopen? Have we heard any signs of this? I did notice meat has got a lot more expensive steak lately. I don't know if that has anything to do with it's gone like triple the price as it was a few weeks ago. I don't know what that has to do with the government closing or if that's tariffs or what. But let's hope that the government reopens and we see what this is, or we can just keep our head in the sand and hope that it's nothing bad. Craig says Duffy is still blindly denying it's aliens, even with all the abnormalities. And I really hope it isn't alien. Or if it is, I truly, from the bottom of my heart, hope that they are doing nothing but observing us, to just like we do to planets, why we send rovers and stuff to get geographical information and stuff. And I hope it doesn't mean that we're going to be visited anytime during my lifetime. But if that's what's going to happen, I guess I just have to be prepared for it. And if it's going to be our time to go, it's going to be our time to go. I just wish we could get some more honest answers other than they're going to release the pictures when the government shutdown is over. I'm glad Professor Loeb is on it. I do trust him and I do think he's a good person. And I think I've known him. I've had numerous personal conversations with him now, and I've known him for numerous years, and I've known a lot of other people in the UFO industry. And I truly think Avi Loeb is someone we can trust on this. So I'm going to keep following him. And you guys can let me know what you think of all this in the comments. Thanks for tuning in.